nice. And today I have a great person that I want to introduce you to. It's Chef Vahé Mekhitarian, and he's the owner and founder of Menu for You, Inc. And Menu for You, Inc. is a professional personal chef service. And he specializes in delicious, customized meals that's basically for you and your family. And it's prepared directly in your home with organic ingredients, and it serves the Chicago's North Shore, North Suburbs, and Park Ridge since 2012. So, Chef Vahe, thank you. We love it. Thanks for coming on. How
Thanks
are
for
you
having
today?
me. I'm doing great, thanks.
Perfect. So, hey, I always love to be able to introduce to my readers, through my newsletter and everything, a little something unique. And I think what you have is extremely unique, and I absolutely love it. And so what I'd love to do is for you to just talk to us and tell us a little bit about you and why you do what you do as the chef that you are. So it's all you now, Chef. Go.
Well, I've always loved the culinary arts and the food industry, and I had plans for my own restaurant, but timing was just not right for me for one reason or another. So cooking has always been an intrinsic part of my life. I have prepared meals for those with specific dietary requirements, both professionally and personally. Some of my family members and loved ones have had various forms of cancer, diabetes, digestive and sensory issues. My son is on the autism spectrum with digestive issues, and I have prepared and had to create and try new dishes and inventive ways for him to overcome his sensory issues. So taking that and finding how this is kind of going to work in my family structure, I always thought that sharing meals and eating together is something that our family does every evening, and I feel that others should follow suit. Hectic schedules are part of everyone's lives, and I saw that I could help those with special dietary requirements and also bring them together without having the stress of having to plan and cook dinner. So essentially, with Menu for You, I cook during the day so that you and your family can enjoy dinner together. And after your cook date, I go home and enjoy dinner with mine. I need a very flexible schedule for my family's needs, and this was the best way I could express my passion and take care of my family.
Oh, I love that. So kind of give me a few details behind it. You have someone that comes to you and says, hey, I'd love to use your services. What's one of the first things you do?
Sure. Well, first off, which a lot of to set the stage is that all the preparation and the cooking is done in the client's home. Okay, so I meet with my client at their home for a complimentary consultation, and there we sit down and do a questionnaire, and we establish a family food profile. So the number of people in the family, their schedule, their eating habits, and once all that is kind of discussed and we kind of take a look around the kitchen and look at the logistics, we set a menu and a cook date. And on the day of the cook date, then, I do the grocery shopping, and I bring those over with my utensils and the equipment. So everything from the salt to the soap. And then the meals are prepared in the home, and they're labeled and packaged with serving instructions. And then the kitchen area, after about 6 to 8 hours, is left as clean, if not cleaner, than upon arrival. So the stress of having to answer what to prepare for dinner is gone, and most importantly, it's customized for you, and that's why the name of it is Menu for You.
I love that. So someone hires you, you come into it, you just take care of the whole meal, maybe for a week or whatever, and they just get to come home and then spend and enjoy time with their family, not having to stress out, as you said, about trying to figure out what to cook for that meal for them. And it's nutritious and organic. That's perfect. Have I left anything out? Because this sounds like a great idea.
Well, a lot of people kind of say, well, different people in the family like different things. And so what I try to do is I try to take the given dish and kind of deconstruct it so that if something is just if there's a protein and then there's a vegetable and then there's a sauce, and then I usually use a garnish. And so that way everyone can enjoy the same meal, even though they may not like one or two items, or maybe they like them in a certain way, and they can just pass around the items around to each other, and then also pass around the garnish. So everyone's having the same thing for dinner. It just may look different on everyone's plate.
So for those who do not want their food to touch, they can have it that way. And for those who want to mix it all together.
Right. Precisely.
I love that. I love that. So what have you seen? You've been doing this since 2012. And
yes.
What have you seen as some of the more positive results that have come from you being able to go into the home and give your gift like this?
Well, firstly, I would say that since I come to the home and then I change into my chef clothes, the presence of having someone in chef wear, and if there's children home, that kind of impresses the children, or if it's someone that's home. So that's like the first thing, and saying, wow, there's a chef over here. And then plus all of my equipment that I bring also is just like, wow, you really do bring everything. And so that's part of it. All of a sudden it's just like, okay, someone else is coming here to create these dishes. So the pushback as to either the children or even a family member saying, I don't like this food item, when it's being prepared by someone else, that complaint factor typically goes down because someone else prepared it. And when I usually go into a home, I usually take a look at at the food profile and what they're normally used to eating, and I sense that as I'm there after 2 or 3 times, you can start to see the changes from a lot of foods that contain preservatives or that are processed in the house start changing. I see less of those. I start seeing more organics in their fridge, and I also start seeing more organic fruit in bowls around the house. So there is an effect, even though it may be subtle and it's at a slow pace, but there is eventually that effect from what I see inside the home. And then I start to also sense that getting feedback, I also start hearing about, well, I'm really surprised my child never ate this before, and now they actually tried it and they liked it. Also, I get, well, they took a bite, but they really didn't like it. But at least that they took a taste. Most children's palates have to have at least 7 to 10 tries of something until they start liking it. So I'm happy to feel like if I'm at least the first, I'm getting them progressing towards the way of opening up their palates and trying new foods.
Oh, so I love that, because not only do you take the stress away of having to create a meal, you get them to open up to new experiences. And that's beautiful, because what they're doing with that is not only opening up to new experiences, but they're changing their behaviors through eating healthier, because that's what you're offering up to them. Oh, that is perfect, Chef. I love it. So how can people get in touch with you? Say someone in that North Shore or North Suburbs area wanted to work with you or to learn more about what you do. How could they reach you? What's the best way?
Well, I'm old school in that I like talking on the telephone. If not, I like talking in person. So that's the first thing. So like I said, there's a complimentary consultation. So my phone number is 847-648-6368, and you can contact me there. Otherwise, contact me by email, and we can set up a time. And my email is Vahe, VAHE, @menuforyouinc.com. And if you need more information, I'm proud of my website. You can take a look at www.menuforyouinc.com, and therein lies pictures, press release recommendations, my biography, as well as the menu offerings that I have, some of the menu offerings that I have.
Perfect. I love this. We're going to tie this up, guys. You've heard from Chef Vahe. He's wonderful. I love it. His story, he can tell you more about that as you reach out to him. And if you have any questions, he gave you all that information. Email him is what I would say, Vahe, VAHE, @menuforyouinc.com. chefvahe.com. And if you look below, you can see where that is. And Chef Vahe, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you again, and I appreciate you coming on and talking to all of my peeps within this. And have a wonderful day. Thanks, everyone.